We have one more presentation in this session. I think it will be Munawaroh.
Yes, thank
Are you there?
Yes.
You will present to us your evaluation of the efficiency in Indonesian seaports using data envelopment analysis.
Yes.
Thank you. The floor is yours.
Okay, I can share my screen now. Good evening, everyone. My name is Munawaroh. Today, I'm going to share our research about evaluation efficiency of Indonesian seaports by using data envelopment analysis. This study presented by Munawaroh and Waressara Weerawat. On the year 2015, the Indonesian government wants to improve the performance of sea transportation by H124 port, but according to the Logistic Performance Index, the performance of efficiency and infrastructure is still low, and also according to the World Economic Forum, the efficiency service of Indonesia is ranked 61st from 140 countries. Since the performance of seaport Indonesia is lower, then we do analysis of 10 container terminal in Indonesia. Why we evaluate port efficiency? Because by analyzing port efficiency, we could measure the utilization of equipment or facility at port, and also we can and also measuring port efficiency could provide an evaluation of port production, where this information can be used for stakeholder or manager for decision making on strategy to enhance better for performance. And what another study doing to measure port efficiency? First, we measure port efficiency with regard to port equipment technology handling system. And the author found that handling configuration has direct effect on port efficiency. And the other study done by Roll and Hive analyzed performance of the application of DA using multiple input and output, and they argue that DA is useful tool for detect the weakness and could lead to possible improvement of inefficient port. What variable that the study used in here we already summarize the port that used the variable that used on previous study. Almost of them use freight terminal area, jet crane, and backlink as input variable, and most of them use container throughput as output variable. What we try to achieve by this study, we want to outline the overall performance at port or terminal, and we want to take the detailed short which relevant to the inefficient port, and then we want to provide the information on improvement of inefficient port, and then we want to provide the information, the position of the performance. And then the method we use for this study, we use DEACCR. We used to find which port are efficient, and then we use scale efficiency to determine whether each port has reached optimal operation. And we do another analyze slack variable to identify area improvement of inefficient port. And we analyze sensitivity to estimate the sensitive variable, and the last we do super efficiency to rank the port performance. The input and output variable we use that are filling, reframe, yard area, and yard frame, yard factor, and tax. We use six input variable and we use one output variables that are container throughput. And then we collect this data. We collect the data by annual report, website, and then we by email and via telephone. Here the data that we get from the company, container the number of container throughput, frequency, that area, frequency, that rate, and vehicle. And the DMU that we use is 10. From this study, from the DACCR, we get the result that 3 ports are efficient, but 7 ports are inefficient. And from the select variable, we can find the reason why the inefficient port. We can find the reason why the inefficient port. In here, we find that the inefficient port has input surplus on equipment such as port V1 or terminal Teluk Lamon. This port have input surplus on the field crane, head crane, and also yacht motor. And for the quilling, there are 4 ports that have input surplus, and for container yacht area, almost of them have input surplus of the yachts area. And we do analyze scale efficiency is to find the optimal scale of company for the productivity. We find that there are 3 companies that the average product is achieved optimal, but the seven port or terminal, they do not achieve optimal. To be able this inefficient, to be able the 7 port that in the position in optimal, we can increase the container throughput to make these 7 container port become optimal. And for we do analysis sensitivity. In here we analyze sensitivity to find the critical variable which affect the port performance. Here, the Teluk Lamong, the critical variable is length, vehicle, and for the terminal Ketikmasitung, they have quick crane and yacht crane as critical variable. And for them report, the critical variable is port length and yacht crane. Teluk Bayun, they have yacht crane as critical variable. In this critical variable, the manager should be careful when they want to increase the number of container throughput because this variable will become the bottleneck in the process. And then from the super efficiency, we found that terminal Kemas Surabaya achieved the highest efficiency. And then also we found that smaller port with smaller output can become more efficient than large port. Here we find the Palembang port with smaller port than the Terminal Amon. This port become efficient. The summary by applying the DACCR could give some insight to the managerial on making decisions for improving the performance of shipport operation, and also from the select variable we can find the highest inefficient port are usually due to it's because of overcapacity, and then they not really use the resource, and then for the and when we look at scale efficiency, the 7 ports are in the scale inefficiency is due to increasing. It means it is cost is due to the increasing return, and they need to adjust the scale of production by increasing output production. And to enhance this activity, they should concentrate on implementing containerization. When the port manager decided to increase the number of output, they need to consider to increase the number of critical variables to avoid bottleneck in the process. Thank you for your attention. If any question, please welcome.
Thank you very much. That was a very interesting presentation. I think you had the most participants in your presentation. We were over 70 participants at one point. So congratulations with that. That's interesting.
You so
and it took me back some years to some early research I did actually about maybe 10 years ago, where we looked at using lean production best practices to improve performance in intermodal freight terminals here in Norway. And I think one of the important things that we discovered was the principle of heijunka, which is, of course, this creating a steady wave, a steady flow of containers in and out. And it was one of the constraints, of course, is that the port operator was able to change the routings, because you have departure times and arrival times of, in that case, trains, when you had a window to move containers around and load the train up. So it was, if you want to be able to have any impact on the efficient logistics within a freight terminal, you really need to be able to have an effect on the scheduling of the routings as well. Excellent. Do we have any questions from the 70 participants in the room? What a quiet bunch we've been, huh? But
yeah, Daryl,
no, on behalf of...
question, Daryl.
Sure, please. Floor is yours.
It is interesting actually to see your work. But why you limit to those terminals while we have many others in Indonesia? Is it because you focus on container terminals or because of other reasons?
Yes, because we focus only to the container terminal, not to the other. And then we focus to the port that we saw that in the real, they not really ship much container terminal. In the process, they not really get much of annual transport.
Yeah, interesting to see that Surabaya container terminal is #1, right? And in the morning, the director of DTPS was actually present here in this conference. So unfortunately, she's not here now. If she's here, then I think she will be very happy to hear that. Yeah, thank you. That's a nice presentation.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But then if there are no more questions, I think before we close, I'd like to do a little promotion. Nyoman has organized a fantastic event in February. I think on the 3rd to the 5th of February next year, we will have the Global Supply Chain Forum, the World Supply Chain Forum event online, which will be all digital, I guess. Maybe Nyoman, you can say a couple of words.
Yeah, thank you very much, Daryl. And you will be one of the speakers as well. It's very, very glad to have you in the conference in February. So this is an industry type of conference. I'll put in the link. So if any of you are interested on the more practical industry type of conference, that would be great. We have a list of very high-profile speakers will be presenting. Maybe 60% are industry people and around 40% are from academics. So we will have a very interesting forum. So have a look in the website in case you're interested to book your seat, you do registration. And thank you very much, Daryl, for chairing the session and then giving me an opportunity to say about that conference as well.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for the invitation. It's been a pleasure. Hope we can meet physically sometime soon.
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, but then on behalf of the committee and the session here, I give a big hand to all of the speakers. It's been very nice listening to you all. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.